W8WKY.
P9. No, for Greg. There we go. Okay, the first one is number 1025, routine. October 25, figures 5, 1, 20, and amateur call WB8SIQ. Break, signature Sally, and BCF. How copy?
Okay, Roger 1025. Go next.
Okay, next on final is 1102, routine, N1 BCF. Check 5, Burton, Ohio. Going to your station. Mixed group, November 616. Amateur call WB8SIQ. Break, signature Sally, N1 BCF. How copy?
All right, now Roger 1102. Thank you, Sally. It's WB8YYS.
Hey, you're sounding good. N1 BCF, back to net.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Sally. Excuse me, great job as always. Okay, let's give out one more call before we pass the other three traffic.
WHWKY.
Traffic training net. Do we have any other stations with or without traffic wishing to join? Okay. WB8YYS, please call WB8SIQ and pass your 3-4.
Okay, thanks, Tiger. WB8SIQ, WB8YYS. Whenever you're ready, Don.
WB8SIQ ready to copy.
Okay, take the long ones, work down to the short ones. 1104, routine, WB8YYS, 14, Kent, Ohio, November figures 1, going to Alpha Charlie 8 November, Papa, Tiffin, Ohio, break. Initial group, Tango Charlie, Tango November, October, net report. Figures 100 check-ins. Traffic figures 25. Figures 255 minutes. In figures 13 sessions. Figures 73 break. Signature is Greg. Amateur call WB8YYS. Initial group November Mike. End. 2 to go.
Text just so I'll make sure. Traffic figures 25, and then you gave me 25 minutes. Roger.
After 25 is the figures 255.
You're 255 minutes. Roger, go next.
Okay. 1103, routine, WB8YYS, check of 11, Kent, Ohio, November figures 1, Alpha Charlie 8 November, Papa, Tiffin, Ohio, break. October, initial Pause Sierra Hotel Romeo, figures 40, figures 30, figures 10. Figures 55, figures 0, figures 10, the word total, figures 145, figures 73, break, signature is Greg, amateur called WB8YYS, and 1 to go.
Roger, go ahead.
Okay, saved a short one for last. 1102, routine, WB8YYS, 3, Kent, Ohio, November figures 1, Alpha Charlie 8, November Papa, Tiffin, break. October traffic, figures 30, break, signatures Greg, amateur call WB8YYS, in traffic.
Sure, the repeater treated us nice, WBSIQ.
Okay, thanks, Don. Have a couple more there for you Tuesday nights. Back to you, Linus, WB8YYS.
Wow, great. Let's hope it continues. Oh, thanks, Don. Thanks, Greg. All right, we've got all of our traffic passed except for the net report, but we'll go ahead and get into our comment round. Let's see what's going on over in Vermilion. WB8SIQ, how's it going over there, Don?
Doing great, Linda, it really is, and it's a beautiful day on the North Coast, that's for sure. Finished putting the house away for the winter, took the awning up for the deck, put it away, and got the table and everything, the chairs all under cover, and all this little bitty thing to delay my traffic as far as the Christmas dinner announcement until about 10, 11 minutes into the net. But it used to be Permatown, I guess they called the shops or something. The Browns were supposed to win today, but that didn't happen.
Got out of the house to pick up the groceries. Other than that, we sort of huddled inside. Yesterday was an interesting day, though, because Brian stopped by the house he was staying in just to see if he could still walk, and he's still not completely better, but he managed to get up and down the stairs and get in the house, and Jim came, and then we did a little house cleaning. So all in all, it's still going to be a while before he can move back in, but he's doing really well, which I'm glad to see. With that, going to wish everybody a great week, and we'll look forward to talking to everybody again on Tuesday nights. And F1X, back to net, 7-3 off.
Okay, Neil, very good. Oh, that's great news about Brian. I know I talked to him last week, but I've been so busy with packing I haven't had a chance to call him. But I know he wants to get that ileostomy reversed, and then hopefully he'll be on his way back to the house. So I'm glad he came out. All right, you and Nina have a great week. Yeah, let's go over to Sally, N1 BCF.
Good morning, yes, good evening, everybody. I'm all excited for tomorrow. I'm taking delivery of a chicken coop. I ordered one from a Clarendon Barn place, and that's being delivered tomorrow. So I am excited. It's going to be interesting how we get it in the dog run, but I think they can manage somehow. They better. If they want my business, that is. But anyway, that way I can keep my girls warm this winter. Put a little oil-fired electric oil heater type thing in there, so there's no open flames or anything. That just a little warmth to keep the water from freezing and keep them happy. So that's about the only thing I have going on. but that's exciting enough. Back to you, M1BCF.
Okay, Sally, very good. Well, have fun with your chicken coop. That's great. All right, let's go over to Joe, KE8ZIN. How have you been? We haven't heard you in a little bit.
Oh, I'm doing okay. I been kind of busy and just haven't really been able to get on at the times. But I figured I'm home today, so I figured I might as well go ahead and pop in. See, today I got to, I spent probably a good 2 hours chasing some, hold on 1 second. I spent about a good 2 hours chasing POTA activators, so that was a good afternoon. Then went to had dinner for my nephew's 18th birthday. And that was about it. Hope everybody has a good week coming up. Hopefully I'll catch you guys again. KE8ZIN.
Okay, Joe, very good. Well, you have a great week also. Okay, Mark, KC8 SQV, you're up next.
All right, KCFQV. Good evening, Linda and everyone else. Well, I can tell you one thing. We're getting closer to winter. So I was at the park last night at Cedar Point, and they're done. So when they ain't going to open anymore, we know it's getting closer to winter. So I had a good time there. Sounds like everything's going good here. Good hearing Brian's doing better. You're doing good. Linda, Sally's doing good. Hopefully Pete's doing good. So,
WHWKY.
we got to do the same thing with the chickens there. We don't sound like. So, back it comes, Linda. KC8FQV.
Okay, Mark, very good. Well, you have a great week. All right, let's go over to Ted, N8MP.
WPAQLT, the group, N8MP. And good evening to everybody on the net this evening. Really a nice day over here today. Not too bad right now. We're looking like 53 degrees. And it was before, it was sort of clear and with some clouds hanging around. And everything else is good. I haven't really been on the radio that much, but a little bit. And the other day there was a bunch of DX expedition. Was able to make a few contacts there. Anyway, with that 73, I'm back to net, N8MP.
Okay, Ted, very good. Well, you have a great week. Okay, let's go over to Jesse, KE8JW.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I've got a repeater coming in. They said we're from West Philadelphia. My goodness. I can't, that's amazing. I guess there's some kind of ducting going on. So, anyway, I got this morning early. They can go right over there. Feel good about that. Check that out. So, anyway, it's been a beautiful day, lots of sunshine and kind of warm, which is nice. And anyway, but we did have a great frost last night, really good frost. But I still have some red tomatoes on my vines outside, so I'm gonna have to go pick those. So, everybody have a great day. This is Kilo Echo 8 Junior Whiskey, back to that control.
Okay, Jesse, very good. Yeah, you better go get those tomatoes. I don't think we're going to be having too much more warm weather. So you have a good week. Thanks for checking in tonight. All right, before we go to Greg, let me see if there's anybody else out there that would like to check in. Anybody with or without traffic? guess not. Okie dokie, Greg. WB8YYS, you're up.
Okay, Linda, before I get going there, when you anticipate moving? Any idea yet?
Oh, absolutely. The movers are coming on November 19th. I pick up the keys on November 15th, and we'll move a few things myself, canned goods and that kind of stuff over. But the movers will arrive here on the 19th, or at least that's what we've got planned. And closing is the 25th. So I will be in hopefully before Thanksgiving.
Okay, good. All right, glad everything's going all right there for you.
This is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Zulu Alpha KE8VZA. I will be the pre-show net control operator for the Beacon Net here at the bottom of the hour. I've started a net logger window, a couple stations up from the blue screen, and Chuck WB4AIZ, I see that you would be in and out tonight, and I will mark you in and out. Chuck, thanks for checking in, if you're listening, and hope everything's going well down there in Florida, KE8VZA. KE8VZA returning. If anybody would like to get an early check-in before the pre-show, I'll go. KE8VZA, how you doing, Nick? I didn't quite copy your last transmission there.
My apologies. I said I would like to check in. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing fine there, Nick. It helps if I have my volume turned up enough so that I can hear. So we've corrected that issue. So doing really well now. How about you?
I'm doing good. Just getting some work done around the house today and get ready for a net to start up here in about a half hour. But glad I was able to hop in there and get your radio volume turned up to the appropriate level so you can hear me. Standing by for the start of the net. Heard you calling out. Nobody was calling back to you, so I thought I'd get in there.
Okay there, Nick. Good to hear from you. Let's see. We have a little less than 4 minutes, and if anyone would like to get on the list, I'm listening.
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Eric. All the Beacon netizens. How you doing, man?
All right there, Just Nick. How are you doing? Did you have a good weekend?
I'm still down the farm. My team lost, but they lost to Ohio State, so that's fine. As long as it wasn't Michigan, I'm good. And just lining up here to say hi. K88SLG.
point there, Just Nick. I hope those chickens are behaving down there and not encroaching onto your peace and tranquility. So good to hear from you. Good to hear you had a good weekend. Yeah, I saw the Penn State score. I didn't see the whole game. I was in and out of the room. I saw snippets of it. But yeah. This is KE8VZA returning. We're getting down to the last 30 seconds here before our announcer, our lovely announcer, comes on and kicks off the pre-show for us. So we have 30 seconds left. I ask that everybody please stand by.
W8WKY.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
And there she is. QST. This is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie. I will be your pre-show net control operator tonight for the Beacon Net pre-show. We are here every Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock is the main net, 9:30 the pre-show and check-ins. And what else? We are on the W8WKY repeater. Frequency is 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also connect to the repeater via Allstar using node 48496 or Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a controlled pre-net, and I ask that all traffic pass through net control, yours truly, and emergency or urgent traffic can break in at any time. At this moment, I'll take a pause for any urgent or emergency traffic. KE8VZA returning, hearing nothing. We'll go ahead and continue with the pre-net here. I have some check-ins from the blue screen, and before we get to further check-ins, I'm going to start up with our net control team and do the notorious Mickey Mouse roll call and check in with each one of the team members and see if they're here and if they're sounding good tonight. So first up, I've already talked to Nick at Nite, KE8QKO. How you doing again there, Nick? And anything else you have for us?
KE8VZA, KE8QKO. Nothing else, sir. Just standing by for the start of the net. But then I'll pass it back to you.
All right, very good, Nick. You're sounding good. This is KE8VZA clearing with KE8QKO. Next, we'll go down to Dustin, KD8EPC. Are you out there tonight, Dustin? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA and the Beacon Net pre-show. This is KD8EPC. Well, good evening, Eric. I'm going to try my best to stick around. I'm on Echolink now, but that's just because I'm too lazy to walk across the room and turn the radio on. So there you go. But we'll be there here in a little bit, and probably on the blue screen too. So with that, this is KDEDPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, very good, Dustin. Good to hear you tonight. I'm sure you'll come up with a reason to traverse the distance over to the radio. Maybe couple that with picking up something tasty from the kitchen. Anyway, good to hear you. Got you on the log. We'll clear with KD8 EPC and go on down to KD8 SLG. Hi again there, Just Nick. And are you going to hang around for the big show tonight? All right, nothing heard. I know he's out there. We'll leave him on the log. Okay, next on the log is W8HRF, Josh. How you doing tonight, Josh? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA and the Beaconette. This is W8HRF Mobile. Good evening, Eric. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm a little far north, but we're on our way home from visiting some friend's house. I'm planning on sticking around for a little while here, hopefully to get some the trivia answers, at least in the blue screen, and then head off to bed for work tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to stick around. So thanks for running the pre-show. KBZA W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. Got you on the log as sticking around. And next we're going to move down to Lucy, KE8YUK, if Josh has handed her the microphone. How you doing tonight, Lucy? And are you going to hang around for the big show?
KE8VKAVZ, dang it. I even double-checked myself. KE8YUK. I'm probably not going to stick around. I've got to get Betty ready for bed. We're going down a hill anyway, so I don't know if this is going to come through. But wish everybody a great night and a great net. God bless you, Eric.
All right there, Lucy. No problem. Got you on the log and mark you in and out. Thanks for checking in, 73. Let's see. Next on the list is Alan, KI5DAY. I think I saw him in the blue screen somewhere. He's running around. It's hard to pin him down sometimes. How you doing tonight, Alan? And do you have an alt trivia question? No, we're not ready for it yet, but do you have one locked and loaded there?
Yeah, I do have one in the shadows. Just been trying to recover. I started feeling rough Friday night when I came home, and it's been a rough 2 days, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did. And we've been dealing with storms and tornadoes and lightning and flooding and everything else here in Oklahoma this weekend. So kind of just stayed indoors most of the weekend. Took the day off today as well, and just trying to recover to feel better. Still not 100% for sure, but feeling better than I did. So yeah, I have a alt trivia question standing by and ready to go. Larry says hi. The rubber chicken. So back to you, KI5DAY.
All right, Alan, you and Larry are sounding good on this end. Good to hear from you. We'll clear with KI5DAY. This is KE8VZA with the Beaconette pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. Let's see, next on our list, we're going to go ahead and take some check-ins. I'm going to read down who I have thus far. I have WB4AIZ, Chuck from Florida. He asked to be in and out. 73, Chuck, thanks for checking in. KC3SEG, Greg, I lifted you from the blue screen there. Next, K5CFY, Ray. KE8ZRY, Jeremy. Let's see, WV3K, Phil. He has to be in and out tonight. 73, Phil. Thanks for checking in. And the same for K2HCE. Chris has passed through the ever-popular revolving door and is in and out. Thanks, Chris, and 73. And let's see, next, Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. and Harry, KE8ZZR, who may have returned from a road trip, KAMNT Tom, and that rounds it out. So at this point, I'm going to take some more check-ins, and then we'll work the list. So any check-ins out there that would like to get on the log, please call now. Oh, my crickets. KE8VZA returning here. Any check-ins out there that would like to get on the log for the BeaconNet, I'm listening.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo, KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
W8WKY.
KE8TQR, KE8VZA, got you on the list here, Keith. Anybody else before we start to work this list, please call now.
KE8 HNK, Elmer and Akron, in and out.
Very good. KE8HNK, Elmer, got you on the list, in and out. Thanks for checking in, 73. And I think right before Elmer, at the tail end of my response to Keith, I think I may have doubled with a station. If you'd like to repeat your call sign so I can get you on the log, go ahead.
Dan, Avon Lake, pop in and out, because I got to modulate that bill short.
GW, good to hear you tonight, Dan. Log is in and out, and I hope modulating goes well tonight, and hopefully we'll hear you on the BeaconNet tomorrow. I'm sure we will. So 73, Dan, thanks for checking in. Anybody else before we work the list?
Net control, please check in Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, Mac in Springdale.
All right, Mac, KI5RFI, got you on the log here. Thanks for checking in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and work the list. And I'm going to go up to the top here, and first station KC3SEG, Greg, down in beautiful Panama City, Florida. How you doing, Greg? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Good evening,
Sticking around for the big show tonight. Make sure you end that beach at the end of that. I'm just joking. Yeah, Panama City Beach. Beach always sounds good. So, we're sticking around, Eric. Keep me on. KC3SEG, back over to you.
Oh, my apologies there, Greg. I forgot a very important piece of information. Panama City Beach. Got it. Thanks for that, and thanks for checking in. Got you on the log and sticking around. We'll clear with KC3SEG, and next we'll go down and see if Ray's joined us yet. K5CFY. Ray, are you out there yet, and are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
AFI, be better, Dose, it's your time.
All right, nothing from Ray yet. We'll leave him on the log here. He's often on another net before this one. And I did copy AF5JB, Matt in Tulsa, short time. I'm going to finish going down through the log here, see who's sticking around and who's not, and then I'll get to you, Matt. Thanks for checking in. Next on the log, KE8ZRY, Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy, and are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KE8ZRY, Jeremy here in Ashland. I'm doing fairly well tonight. Feeling a lot better than I have been the last few nights. And I am going to stick around. So I'll be waiting for those trivia and waiting to hear from everybody else. Until the big show, 73.
All right, Jeremy, very good. Gotcha on the log as sticking around. We'll clear with KE8ZRY. I am KE8VZA. And we're going to go down to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How you doing tonight, Tim? And are you going to stick around for the big show? KI5TAQ, this is KE8VZA. Tim, are you going to stick around for the big show tonight? All right, we'll circle back and pick up Tim. I see him in the blue screen. So anyway, next on the list is Harry, KE8ZZR. Harry, and have you returned from your road trip? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Hey, good evening, Eric. This is KE8ZZR. Yes, I am back in beautiful northeastern Ohio. Got back on Wednesday, so and I will be sticking around.
All right, very good, Harry. I have to say I've been enjoying watching the pictures on Facebook. Thanks for posting those. You and your wife look like you had a fantastic time. Beautiful places you went to. So we'll clear with KE8ZZR. Harry's sticking around, and we'll go on down to Tom, KA8MNT. How you doing, Tom? And have you recovered from the Maslin Ham Fest yet? And are you sticking around?
KE8VZA, KA8MNT. Well, Eric, I'm gonna have you punch my ticket. I've been super busy for last three days, and no, we're as far as being recovered from the Ham Fest, just about. We still have some debriefing to do, but other than that, it went pretty well for us, I believe. So with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody, and turn everything back over to KE8VZA. 7-3.
All right, Tom, very good. Gotcha on the list as in and out. Thanks for checking in. And again, I really enjoyed that Ham Fest. It's the second one I've attended at that location, and fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So thanks to you and your team there, and we'll see you next year at that one, I'm sure. Well, we'll see you before then. So gotcha on the log there, Tom, in and out. Thanks, 73. And next on the list is Keith, KE8TQR. How you doing tonight, Keith? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
KE8VZA, KE8TQR. Good evening, Eric, and good evening to everyone else here on the net. Now, I'm feeling a little bit tired tonight, so I'm going to be headed up early. Just wanted to stop in here and get my ticket punched. Wish everyone a wonderful evening and hope you all have a great net. So with that, I'll send it back to you, Eric. Thanks for running the pre-net, and we'll talk to you all down the log. KE8BZA, this is KE8TQR saying 73 and God bless.
All right, very good, Keith. Good to hear from you tonight. Thanks for checking in. And we got you on the list as in and out, 73. We'll clear with KE8TQR, and we'll head on down to Mac, KI5RFI. How you doing tonight, Mac? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Well, good evening, Eric, and everybody on the net. Any day here in Arkansas, but we needed it. Yes, sir, I will be sticking around for the big show. Back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, Mac, got you on the log, is sticking around, and good to hear you got a little bit of rain there. They're teasing us with a shower, I think, Tuesday night, so we'll see if it actually happens. So thanks for checking in. Got you sticking around there, Mac. We'll clear with KI5RFI. And next on the list is Matt in Tulsa, AF5JB. And Matt, your short time, do you have comments that you would like to share with the net at this time? Please go ahead.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate it, and good evening to you and everybody else out there on the net. Had a great weekend. Had some pretty wild weather on the weekend. Woke up to a tornado warning about 4 a.m. And you hear the sounds go off. You're in a mobile home. Yeah, that's never a good thing. But yeah, I made it through and everything, and went out town up to Langley and Strang and saw my friends up there. Went into some very, very heavy rain in between my friends and Tulsa, and quite a bit of lighting and all that. But go back to Tulsa. I play the world. I play the world. I play the world's largest Batman in the main event, and some other Batman game, and went home and played Miss Batman in some other games, and then I got hung around the house for a bit, and had me a beer, had some pizza, and I went to bed, and I was kind of taking it easy the whole day today, getting ready for a whole new week. So supposed to have a chance of a couple more chances of storms, and it's supposed to calm down for a while, but it's good to get the rain though. And I had rain, and I'd say probably most of the summers. Just good to see that, but other than that, all right, guys, you guys have a good safe week out there. Thanks for having me on. It's good to hear you guys. It's 83, and catch y'all next time. And this is AFIJB, Matt, city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Back to net control. Thanks again.
All right, Matt. Good to hear from you. Glad to hear everything went well, and that you got some rain, and sounds like it might have been a little rough there traveling over to your friends and back, but glad you made it, and still had time for Pac-Man, of course. Definitely. Got to have priorities, right? Anyway, thanks, Matt, and got you on the log a short time and checked out. So appreciate the check-in, and 73 to you. Have a good week. And that brings us to the bottom of the list. We still have 8 minutes before the top of the hour. If there are any other stations out there that would like to get on the list, please call now.
KAA
KAGKG, John and Akron.
W2ND for the count only, no traffic.
KF5ADE, your Cibolo, Texas group.
Hello, good evening, Eric. KC8 FQV. KC8 FQV.
Kilo Charlie 8, Echo Yankee. Dave from East Sparta, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, very good. KE8VZA returning. I picked up a handful of check-ins here. Let's start with KA8GKG, John. After that was a W2 station. We'll come back to you. After that, KG5SYC, Sandy. Good to hear from you. And KC8FQV, Mark. Likewise, good to hear from you, Mark. And KC8EEY. Back to the W2 station. I think it was a W2. I didn't quite copy all of your call sign. If you could please repeat it so I can get you on the log here.
This is W2ND for the count only, no traffic.
Thanks, Christopher, for checking in. Got you in and out. Come back when you can stay. And 70. Let's see. Work this back. Hey, let's work. Hey, John. How you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the...
Yeah, are you talking to KAGKG? You are breaking up.
I was calling for you there, John, just to see if you're sticking around for the big show tonight.
Okay. No, I just wanted to jump in. I'll be in and out. Just say hello. Hello to my friend Dick, AMX, and 73 to the group. Have a great net, and we'll check in and talk again later. KAGKG, back to net control.
All right, very good, John. Got you on the log. It's in and out. And thank you, and thanks for the signal report. Let's see. Next on the log is KG5SYC, Sandy from Cibolo. How you doing, Sandy? You can stick around for the big show tonight.
Hey, this is KG5SYC along with KF5ADE Nick, and we are sticking around for the big show, and we'll go ahead and let you get on down the line because you're almost out of time before you turn it over to the big boys. So there you are. This is KG5SYC with KF5ADE.
All right, very good. Thanks, Sandy. I got you and Nick on the log, KG5SYC and KF5ADE. Thank you for checking in. And next we have KC8FQV. How you doing tonight, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yeah, KC8FQV. Well, we're getting close to winter now, because the park closed yesterday. Last night they closed up at midnight. So, yeah, winter, I guess, is coming now, so they closed up at Cedar Point. Kings Island's still going to be open for Winterfest. But, yeah, we'll stay around here. So we'll, hopefully we'll stay around, we won't fall asleep. If I go horizontal, that's the problem. If I stay vertical, yeah. So we'll be around, KCFQV.
W8WKY.
All right, very good, Mark. Got you on the log as sticking around. And after that, we had KC8EEY, Dave, who was in and out. Thanks, Dave. And 73. Let's see, we still have a minute and a half. If there's anybody else that would like to squeak in on the log here, please call now.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor. Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
K6KJV, RevKev, good to hear you tonight. Got you on the list. Anyone else, real quick, before we turn the reins over to Nick at Nite?
KAVZA, KAQKO, you have a station double with you. I did not catch their call. Maybe call for them again.
All right, thanks, Nick. There was another station there trying to check in, and I may have doubled with you. If you could please repeat your call sign, I'll get you on the log.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Would that have been November 5, America, Quebec, Mike, N5AQM, Mike in Chandler, Arizona. Good evening.
All right, very good, Mike. Got you on the log here. Are you going to stick around for the main net?
Yeah, QSF, I can stay awake. I certainly will. Thanks for the invite, N5AQM.
All right, very good. Got you on the log is sticking around, and it is the top of the hour. We're going to go ahead and turn this over to our net control station, KE8QKO. Nick at Nite, take it away.
All right, thank you, Eric, and fine business on the pre-show as always. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. So we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit, so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking any check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo 5, Oscar, Sierra Bravo, K5 OSB, Lloyd in Tulsa. No traffic tonight.
right, I have K5OSB Lloyd checking in and out. Is there anyone else out there who would like to check with the beacon net? Please call now.
Kilo Delta 8 Victor Yankee Tango. I'll be in and out.
All right, I've got KDA-VYT Ross checking in and out there. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the beacon net? Please call now.
Kilo Delta 8, Bravo Oscar Quebec. Kilo Delta 8, Bravo Oscar Quebec. Corey in Michigan, in and out. Gone.
All right, I've got KD8BOQ Corey checking in and out. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the beacon net? Please call now.
Victor Yankee 1 Mike Golf Sierra VY1MGS Michael in Yukon. Greetings all.
All right, thank you, Michael. VY1MGS, I've got you checked in there. I assume you're sticking around.
QSL.
All right, copy that, sir. We'll get to you here in a little bit. We have a lot of in and out check-ins tonight, so the regular check-ins should hopefully be pretty quick. Is there anyone else out there that would like to check into the beacon net? Please call now. Okay, nothing heard there. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go talk to our trivia masters, get our trivia questions read for everybody. If you did not check in and you want to check in, there'll be more rounds for checking in. So just listen up and we'll call for you here in a little bit. We're going to start with K8VZA Eric to get the primary question read for us. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA here with the main trivia question. So tonight, or last night, in the wee hours of the morning, we turned our clock back for daylight savings time. So most of the states in the United States use daylight savings time. However, one does not. Which state in the United States does not use daylight savings time? Your choices are Alpha, Arizona, Bravo, Indiana, Charlie, Hawaii, or Delta, Rhode Island. I'll take a break and read it a second time. KE8VZA returning with the main trivia question. Which state in the U.S. does not use daylight savings time? Choices are Alpha, Arizona, Bravo, Indiana, Charlie, Hawaii, or Delta, Rhode Island. I'll put this in the blue screen in a minute. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. I happen to know the answer to that, and I've written it down. I'll get my answer out later. Appreciate the flying question there. And next we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate question read for us. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, Larry, please. KI5DAY, checking in. Hey, tonight's alternate trivia question. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. We're creeping up on Christmas pretty quick, so I thought I would ask a Christmas question. So here we go. Everyone loves a good Hallmark Christmas movie, right? Yeah. So everyone loves a good Hallmark Christmas movie. What was the name of the first Hallmark Christmas movie? Again, what was the name of the first Hallmark Christmas movie? Okay, was it A Christmas Carol, B, The Christmas Promise, C, the Christmas secret, or D, a Where's the Cornwaldo Being Christmas? Let me reread that.
W8.
Everyone loves a good Hallmark Christmas movie. What was the name of the first Hallmark Christmas movie? And I will say on TV. A, Christmas Carol. B, The Christmas Promise. C, The Christmas Secret. Or D, a Cornwaldo Being Christmas. KI5, DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. I don't know the answer, but I have a solid guess I've written down. I'll get my answer out later. As far as those Hallmark movies go, my wife loves them, and she streams them as much as she can. That's when I leave the room and go do something else, like play radio. Anyway, thank you for another fine question there, Alan, and we look forward to the answer. Okay, before I identify and go down the list, we do have a short-time Beacon Net control station. So let's go up and talk to W8HRF Josh and see if he's out there and wants to give us his comments on that before he has to turn into a pumpkin. So Josh, take it away.
K8QKO, W8HRF, good evening, Nick, and everybody on the Beacon Net. Let's see, trivia, let's get that out of the way. Gonna go with D, and, oh man, for Alan's, I'm going to go with, I think the one that had to do with a promise. I think that was Bravo. I'm going to go with Bravo. So, Delta and Bravo. Had a good day today. Busy. Went and visited some friends, and man, there were a lot of kids. We had, what was it, 3 families, us and 2 other families in total visiting. So there was a good number of kids. Betty had a good time. So I feel really bad. The one kid though bonked his head like 6 times. It was getting to be late. He was ready for bed. So had a good game of Catan, and then now gonna wrap up and get ready for work tomorrow. So gonna start packing up and get ready for that. So anyway, thank you for being here, Nick. I appreciate it. Hopefully, what else? Oh, I solved my spark plug noise, my radio in the focus. And I am very, very happy about the ending, which is going to be great. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful evening. Thanks for getting me in there, Nick, and enjoy the net. Thanks for running it. K8QKO, W8HRF73, everybody.
All right, thank you, Josh. I'm glad you solved your spark plug issue there. I know I have an issue with my radio as well. It's a no noise. It plays nothing anymore. For a while, it was kind of hit or miss. It'd pop in and out, but now it just, I hear I see the activity on the radio, and there's no volume no matter what I do. I got to figure out what's going on with my radio in my truck. It's kind of annoying, but we'll see when that happens. It might take multiple weeks for me to actually get around to doing something about it. But it's still there. It's turned on, and I see activity. I just can't hear the activity. And as far as kids, man, those kids are made out of rubber, thankfully. Because I know when my son was young, he banged his head on everything. And it was which is good for them because they're all super not coordinated. Anyway, good to hear you there, Josh. Thanks for checking in. This is K8QKO on the WWQI repeater 147 Mark 290, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to start going through our list. I know Josh's better half, Lucy, was in and out. That was KEYUK. We have WB4AIZ Chuck, who is also in and out. And that's going to take us down to KC3SEG Greg from Panama City. How you doing, sir? And what do you have to Beacon at tonight?
Good evening to you, Nick. Everyone else out there this evening. Not too much report. Just did a couple POD activations this afternoon. Beautiful day down here in the low 80s. Before I forget my answers, I'm going to go with Alpha and Alpha. I'm pretty sure about the first one, but I'm not really sure about the second. But I'm going with Alpha and Alpha. Nick, I'll turn it back over to you. Good hearing you, and KICG, down here in Panama City Beach, Florida. Back over to net, 7-3.
All right, thank you, Greg. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Alpha. Yeah, you'll probably hear me on Wednesday, but I won't be running the net. That'll be, I believe, Dustin running the net this week. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the schedule without really bringing it up and looking at it. All right, next station here, we have K5 CFY. Ray, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee, K5 CFY. Ray, do you have comments on the Beacon Net? All right, maybe Ray wasn't able to make it in. He can recheck with us later. Let's go down and talk to K8ZRY. Jeremy, how you doing?
Good evening, everybody. This is K8ZRY. Not much going on, just relaxing, trying to finish out the weekend and get ready for bed. And then get ready for the week starting. That being said, right now I'm working on a little bit of a project for a ham radio go box that I'm putting together, and then hopefully I can get that together soon. I got so much stuff that I want to get done. I need to get an antenna up before the snow flies, and I'm hoping to get that up within the next few weeks. That being said, I'm going to give my trivia answers. I'm going to go A for the first one and C for the alternate. So Alpha for main trivia and Charlie for the alternate. With that being said, I hope everybody has a great night and stay 70 degrees.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Good luck getting that antenna up before the snow starts flying. It's coming quick. It's coming quick. All right, next two stations here rated out. That's WV3K and KD2ACE, which takes us down to KI5TAQ, Taco Tim from Bofang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Tim? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening, Nick, and to everybody on the net. This is KI5TAQ. For starters, let me get the trivia questions out of the way. Main trivia question. I know of one state that has parts of it that did not observe daylight saving. That was Indiana. But I think one whole state would be Arizona. So I'm going to go with Alpha for Arizona. The second one, I'm going to go with the Christmas secret answer. And that is C. But you can ask Alan throughout the day, it has been like, thundering and lightning and tornado sirens and everything else going throughout. So, and of course some people were very glad to have someone like Remmel to call up, or not Remmel, but Shannon to call up someone named Remmel to wake him up saying, hey, we got storms in the area, get ready to cover your hide. And I think Remmel is pretty glad on it that Shannon called him. Let me let this drop.
W8WKY.
But hopefully right now things are kind of calm on the weather. They'll, from what I'm hearing from the guys working the weather, I think they say they're supposed to start it back up sometime tomorrow. But anyways, be ready for some of that nasty weather because I'm thinking it's coming up in someone's direction. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Charlie. And let's hope that weather doesn't come up here, because if it does, well, we'll see how that works out. But I got plans next weekend that prefer good weather. So I guess we'll see how that works out. Thanks for checking in there, Tim. We always appreciate it. And next we have K8ZZR, Harry. How you doing, Harry? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Hey, good evening, everybody. This is KE8ZZR, and let me get the trivia questions out of the way first here. So my first one is going to be, the primary one is A, Arizona, and the secondary would be C. That's a Christmas Secret Hallmark movie. Anyways, just got back from a 30-day trip out west. We left September 30th and headed out towards Colorado and dropped down into Albuquerque, went to the Balloon Fiesta, then we went over to Williams, Arizona, and went to the southern rim of the Grand Canyon, then we dropped down into southern Texas there, all the way down to the Mexico border practically. It was interesting down there, and we were down there by the Big Bend Forest, or not forest, national park. And then we started heading back home. We got home Wednesday. We had no rain the entire trip until we got to Arkansas last Saturday. But I'll tell you what, it was hot out west and dry. So it's nice to be home to see green grass and the leaves turning, because I've had enough of the desert and sand. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Nick and Nite. This is KE8ZZR 73s.
All right, thank you, Harry. Glad you had a great trip there. Sounds like a lot of fun. I've heard that balloon festival is fantastic. My mother-in-law went out there, and I have a coworker that lives in New Mexico that's talked about it. And I think it'd be a lot of fun to go out there and see that someday. So I'm glad you had a really good trip, and glad you had some pretty good, dry weather the whole way. Even though, some places out west can be particularly dry. So if you want to have campfires, that can be an issue. Anyway, sounds like a great time. And I'd love to hear more about it. I think I said I have your answers down as Alpha and Charlie. And with that, thank you, sir. We will talk to you later. These next four stations, before I go any further, this is K8QKO on the WWQR repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And our next four stations are in and out. That's K8MNT, K8TQR, K8AGW, K8HNK, and that takes us down to KI5RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening, everybody on the Beacon Net. This is KI5RFI representing Arkansas. And boy, I tell you what, we're getting a nasty thunderstorm right now. We've had a pretty steady day of rain all day long today, which we desperately needed, so that's great. We're probably going to end up with about 4 inches total before it's all over, so we've been needing that for about 12 weeks. We'll take it any way we can get it. My answers to the trivia questions are going to be Alpha and Bravo. I'm just guessing on that second one there. Have a great evening from Arkansas, KI5RFI.
All right, thank you, Mac. We have your answers down for Alpha and Bravo. Yeah, congratulations on the rain. Thankfully, we have not had too much of an issue with that. We had a dry spell this summer, but it wasn't enough to put us in a drought condition. And we've had a fair bit of rain recently, so things are pretty damp here. Looking at the weather, it looks like we're not supposed to get any rain until next Sunday, which is good for my plans for this week, so that makes me a little happy. Anyway, good to hear you out there, sir. Thanks for checking in with us there. Our next three stations are in and out. That's AF5JB, KAH-GKG, and W2ND. That takes us down to a voice I haven't heard in a while, KG5SYC. How you doing, ma'am? And what do you have for the beacon of tonight?
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Net, in general. Yep, it's been a while since we've been on. We've been watching the grandsons and just trying to get past them, and then helping the son out with a few things, and before we know it, I'm fixing dinner, and the net's over. And it's like, okay, what happened to the day? It evaporated. So I don't know. I guess time flies when you're retired. So there you go. Other than that, trivia. Well, let's see. I'm going to go A with Arizona. And I'm going to go A for Alan's question, because I was in mixed feelings as to which one it really would be. But let's go A. So let's go double A. So, and that is my famous thing is A is always right. So there you go. It may not always be right, but I have both of those in there. There you go, and A. And I guess we'll turn it back to net control. This is KG5SYC.
All right, thank you, Sandy. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Alpha. We'll see how those work out. And yeah, it's good to hear you. Yeah, you're right. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Taking care of the grandkids and living life, and all of a sudden you know it's time for nets and it's time for caring for things, and you just run out of time. It's a commodity we all lose out on. Anyway, next we have your better half, or well, your second better half. You're the better half, I believe. KF5ADE Nickelodeon. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Good evening, Net. Yeah, this is KF5ADE Nickelodeon. And we've been, like Sandy has said, watching the kiddos, and like she said, she mentioned the fact that dinner's done and it gets late, and I've been also pretty much remiss about getting on the air, and just I don't know, it's been pretty quiet. And since they've made kind of a few changes on the GMRS side of the house, it's been really quiet. So at any rate, it is what it is. So we're looking at trying to get the white radio converted over one of these days. I've got to get with Jairus on that, but that'll have to wait for a little while longer yet before I'm ready to do that. Other than that, that's what we've been kind of playing with a little bit. The RV has been, the generator was having to be repaired, so I got that fixed as well. What's been going on. We're kind of hoping to get a trip in up to Ohio during the Christmas season, so we'll see how that goes. Finances allow the flight tickets, because we're not driving there. At any rate, let me let you get this back to the trivia, and I'm going to go with A, Arizona, and my first guess, which is a good guess to go with, would be B. So there you go. That's my answer. A, B, Alpha Bravo, and I'll return it back to y'all. It's good to be talking to y'all. KF5AD73.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you there, Nick. Yeah, Alpha Bravo. You'll deviate a little bit there from Sandy, but it's good to hear you. Yeah, I can imagine driving from Texas to Ohio at Christmas time is probably not the best idea. Not the best drive. It's not. I guess maybe it was not too bad. I don't know. I have not made that drive. I've never made that drive, so I can't really speak from experience. I've driven, through the mountains in the wintertime. It wasn't horrible, but yeah, not really preferable. Anyway, it's good to hear you there, sir. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate you. And if you make it up here, come on out and come to a club meeting here or something. Actually, if you come at Christmas time, there won't be a club meeting. There'll be the Christmas party, which I have permission from my wife to actually go to this year. So it's the same. It always falls on the same night that her company does their Christmas party. So I have not made it out to the club party. But this year, she seems to be inclined to go to the club party instead of her company Christmas party. So it looks like I'll probably be able to go. Anyway, before I continue rambling, let's go down and talk to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
All right, KCFQ. Well, the first one's going to be Arizona. Arizona's going to be that one. Maybe I'll just take A on the other one, too. Why not AA? And, yeah, the season's closing in on us now. Yeah, Cedar Point closed up. So, we know after that occurs, we know what the next thing's going to come. So, other than that, not much else here happening. I wonder if anyone got to Fort Wayne. I think that might have been this weekend. I know a week or two after Massillon was going to be Fort Wayne, I heard. But other than that, we'll send it back to net, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. We have your answer down there for Alpha and Alpha. Yeah, I'm not going to Fort Wayne for a ham fest. That's a bit too much for me. But if you're going, Godspeed. This is, all right, next station we have is in and out. That's KC8EEY. And that's going to take us down to K6KJV. Kevin, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, hello there, just Nick. Hold on, I'm messing up again. I'm sorry, Nick at Night. I insulted you. All right, and let's see, the rest of the crew and everybody else on the net. Hello. This is K6KJV here. Taking it nice and slow. Not able to talk. Oh, Eric, you're trying to stop me here because I thought that there was 2 states in the nation that didn't recognize daylight savings time. They're on the list, and then one of them has, let's see, a Navajo Nation Res on there that they do. But, okay, I digress. I'm just going to go ahead and go with my normal standard answers so I'm too confused. Double D, Delta and Delta, because you never can go wrong with a corn Waldo bean. So with that, I will shut up and let you get on down the list there, Mr. Nick, and pass the mic back to you from K6KJV. It's all yours, sir.
All right, thank you, Kevin. We have your answers down there for Delta and Delta. This is K8QKO, the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Yes, I do believe there are 2 states on that list that have parts of them, or most of them, that do observe daylight savings, and there's part in 2 of them, I believe, that do not. And I know one of the states, having traveled there this year and trying to plan for things during my travel time, I had to account for the change in daylight savings and all of my travel arrangements across the entire state that I visited. And yeah, so that's where my guesses are going to be with my answers written down. Maybe I'm wrong, and that state does have one of the ones that has like a county that observes it, the others don't. But I believe my guess is correct. We'll see how that works out when I actually give it. Anyway, yeah, thanks for checking in there, Kevin. We appreciate it. And our next station is N5AQM. Mike, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, hey, good evening, Nick in the net. N5AQM, Mike here in Chandler, Arizona. First question, yes, it's Arizona that observes. I live it every year. It does not observe, I should say, excuse me, observes not observing. And question B, the other one is going to be for Christmas Carol, would be my choice. I really don't know. I'm just pulling that one out of thin air. And, man, beautiful day out here, just lovely. Temperature was about 72 for the high. We were partly cloudy. Spent the morning out at the model airplane field with my buddies, flying and having a good time with political talk and all that stuff. We're all conservatives. And tonight, we're going to have the coldest temperatures we've seen in 6 months. For 7 months, probably 7 months. It's going to be 40 in the mid-40s tonight for a low, so it's really chilly. I broke out my my underquilt for my hammock. I sleep in a hammock full time in the house, but yeah, I sleep in a hammock, and I'm going to need it tonight probably. So it's all installed and all that stuff. So, and just not much. Oh, I did a 20-mile e-bike ride today too. On top of that, it was just so lovely out there. I just couldn't resist. So, had a lot of fun on my e-bike by myself, and went up into Tempe and all over the place. Just had a good time, and just made it home on the battery. And I had a spare with me, not another 18 miles on that pack, but this one here took me 22. So we were happy about that. Anyway, that's what I got. Hope everybody has a great night, and no snow shovels for sale in this town. From N5AQM 73. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Mike. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Alpha. Yeah, hammock camp, hammock sleeping. I like to hammock camp. I don't sleep in a hammock at home. My son did for a while. It was actually kind of funny. A couple of years ago, was it 2 years ago? I don't remember. Anyway, he went into a stint where he slept in a hammock in our living room for like 3 months. And finally I said, well, you know what? I'm tired of you sleeping in my living room, so we're going to take your bed out of your room and we're going to put a hammock in there. And if you want to keep sleeping in the hammock, you're welcome to do that, but you're not doing it in the living room anymore. Yeah, he used my underquilt. My underquilt's only good. It's really rated for 40 degrees. So it's right about where you're at now. I think I'm going to use it this weekend because it's supposed to be about 40 on Friday when I'll be sleeping outside. And I'll be taking my underquilt out and setting that up and sleeping with that. But I don't get a chance to use it too much here in Ohio because usually if the temperature drops down to 40 at night, it's generally warm enough earlier that I'm hot when I go to bed. So I don't want to be warmed up when I go to bed. And if it's cool enough to go to bed with an underquilt, I'm usually way too cold when I actually fall asleep throughout the night. But this Friday, it's looking like it might be a nice night to do that. So, yeah, I appreciate that. The hammock sleeping, I love sleeping in a hammock whenever I can. Super comfy for me. And, yeah, good luck to you, sir. Anyway, I rambled enough there. Our next 3 stations here and out, that's K5OSB, KD8VYT, and KD8BOQ. And that takes us down to VY1MGS. Mike, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Greetings, Dick, and everyone on net. Here is Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra. Mike up in the Yukon here, where it's minus 2 degrees Charlie. That's about 28 degrees Foxtrot. Got just above freezing today. I'm glad it didn't really melt much, make a mess. Things are pretty good here. I'm toiling away on some administrative and project office work, which I've been procrastinating on, but actually getting some flow on, so that's good. And nice I can do that and listen and play a bit of radio. So thank you for the opportunity, and thanks for taking my check-in. Thanks for the entertainment. Good to hear everyone. For the trivia, let's go for Alpha and Charlie. And propagation's been good HF-wise, it seems. I've been doing a bit of 10-meter FT8 anyways in the background of life. Good to hear everyone. Again, back to you, Nick. How are you? And from Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra 730.
right, thank you, Mike. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Charlie. Yeah, that sounds like some pretty chilly weather up there in Canada, but I guess that's what you have when up in Canada where you live, so you're pretty well used to it. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Okay, this is K8QKO on the WWQR repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're at the bottom of our list here. We're ready to check some more check-ins. Anyone who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Alpha India 5, Quebec AI 5Q, just in and out. I'm going to bed. I've been up since 3:30, survived a torrential rainstorm and 60-mile-an-hour winds in a tent. I'm out.
All right, I have AF5Q, Jairus checking in and out. Sleep well, Jairus. Sleep well in a real bed. And is there anyone else out there who would like to check into the BeaconNet? Please call Matt.
BeaconNet, this is Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha, a guy from Georgetown. Just listening in and out. Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha.
All right, we've got KG5, ATA Guy checking in and out. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right, I had a feeling tonight might be a bit of a short net with the time change and everything, and I'm not disappointed. Let's go up and talk to our net control team. We'll start with KE8BZA, Eric, see what he has for the net tonight. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the net. This is KE8BZA. Not a lot going on here. Got a lot of stuff done outside this weekend. Bushes trimmed in the front. The ones in the back I had done weeks ago, but got the ones in the front done finally, and got the grass cut, leaves chopped up, piled on the curb, ready for the city to pick them up, and that's about it. Don't have a lot else. Things are good though. So let's see, trivia for. I'm going to abstain from the main, and for Allen's, I'm going to go with, rats. Where did I put it? Here we go. Bravo. I'm going to go with Bravo, the Christmas Promise. KE8VCA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. We have your answer down as, you didn't put in the net logger. I think you said Bravo for the alternate, but you know what? You know your answers. You're the net logger. You can update that as you see fit. Let's go up and talk to KD8EPC Dustin, see if he's out there and wants to talk. Dustin, take it away.
QKO and the BeaconNet, this is KD8EPC. Well, good evening, Nick, and everybody out there. Let me start with the trivia. We're going to go with double D's for the evening there. Otherwise, I don't have a whole lot for you. Worked all weekend, real tired here, and just barely keeping the eyelids open. So we're going to keep it short and sweet. Stay 73. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. This is KD8EPC, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Dustin. We have your answers down there for Delta and Delta. It's good to hear you. Next, we have KD8SLG, Just Nick, the second best Nick on the BeaconNet. How you doing, sir? What do you have for us?
QKO, this is KD8FLG. Good evening, Nick, and all the Beacon netizens. So many Nicks, so little time. I'm going to go with double D's for my answer, of course. You know, I said I'll be voting in solidarity with Rev Kev until the election, and well, golly, it's the last Beacon net before the election. Think about that. It's KD8FLG back to net control. Thanks, Nick.
All right, thank you, Nick. So this could be the last Beacon net before the insanity takes hold or something, and people predict or whatever happens or doesn't happen. But yes, the big E word. You know what? There's two things about the election. One, I am sick and tired of getting the phone numbers on my phone that I don't recognize calling me. However, I filled up my gas tank today. You know what? Fill up your gas tank tomorrow if you haven't done it yet. Because every time there's a big election, gas prices drop. Gas prices are down right now. So fill up your gas tank before the election so that you get the cheaper gas to make people look good so they can hopefully get reelected. Whatever you view that, I don't really care. But every time there's a big election, gas prices go down the week before Election Day. So take advantage of it if you can. Anyway, that's my 2 cents, the way I look at things. I'm looking forward to the ad disappearing in 2 days. Or 3 days, I guess. 3-ish days? I don't know. Anyway, soon. Ads disappearing soon. And let's go talk to KI5DAY Allen. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon net tonight?
KI5DAY with Larry, the rubber chicken, hanging out, watching football, and man, you called on me and I was in deep thought, but all is good. I'm kind of getting to feeling better. I've had a rough couple of days. I got to feeling bad Friday night when I was at work evenings. Knew something was coming on. Turned out to be like a sinus thing and allergies, and it's just, hang on. Sorry, and just as I started to talk, I coughed, but we'll get through it. I'm feeling better, and I did. That's for doggone sure. I was feeling rough. Like Saturday was pretty brutal yesterday, but I got through it in the evening, started feeling better. This morning I felt a lot better, so hopefully it's just a couple-day kind of thing. Yeah, not much else going on. We've been dodging tornadoes, lightning, and heavy rain. At least it's been quiet here where I live. The storm's kind of moved off to our east. Might get some more during the night and through tomorrow. Then we're supposed to have a beautiful week after that, with only a slight chance of showers the rest of the week. So all is good, man. I'm just hanging out here and waiting to give my answers for the trivia. But my guess for the first one, I'm going to go with Aloha, KI5DAY, back to next.
Aloha, Alan. Aloha. Yeah, that's my guess as well. So I'll get my answers out there. My answers are Charlie and Bravo, for whatever that's worth. And we had one station here who was non-responsive. This is K8QKO on the WWQ repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. So before we start taking any additional check-ins after talking to our net control team, we're going to make a call out for K5CFY Ray. See if he's out there and wants to comment on that. Ray, take it away.
W8WKY.
All right, nothing heard there. Figured I'd give him a chance just in case. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the Beacon net? Please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go get our answers. Let's talk to K8VZA, Eric. See what his answers are for the primary question. Eric, take it away.
with the main trivia answer. So, which state in the U.S. does not use daylight savings time? The answer is Charlie, Hawaii. And so a couple tricky ones here. Arizona, most of the state uses or does not use daylight savings time. However, the northeast corner where the Navajo Nation is, they do observe daylight savings time. And Bravo, Indiana. Indiana used to be very fragmented, and it was kind of a county-by-county basis where they were either in or out as far as daylight savings time, but they're all in for daylight savings time as of 2006. So the answer is Charlie, Hawaii. Aloha. KE8VZA, back to net control.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Eric. Yeah, I probably would not have guessed that, but earlier this year I did travel to Hawaii, and I was doing all of my planning during this the non-daylight savings time of the year, and then realized that a lot of the stuff I had scheduled when I was doing like comparisons, like time zone comparisons, I'm like, wait a minute, those hours don't match up because Hawaii does not observe daylight savings time, so the hours offset was different, and I had to figure that out and play around with my. When I travel, I always have this. I create my own itinerary, and it's usually in like a Word doc or a Google Doc or whatever I'm using at the time, and I tend to be very prepared in planning for everything, so that I don't have a tie to electronics, just in case when you're traveling, electronics fail you, which has happened before. So I tend to have a paper copy of everything that I'm doing, and so I had to tweak my paper copies when daylight savings time came into play to correct everything. So that's how I learned about Hawaii. Anyway, thank you, Eric. Appreciate it, and it's a good question. Next, we're going to talk to KF5DAY Alan, see what he has to say for his alternate question. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. Also, one more piece of time zone trivia. There's actually one town in the state of Oklahoma, in the panhandle of Oklahoma, way, way out there in the furthest reach of the western part of Oklahoma you can get to. The name of that town is Kenton, Oklahoma, Kenton. They do not observe daylight savings time either. It's the only place in Oklahoma that doesn't, but there is one place at least here that doesn't, so that's kind of strange. You can look them up. Tonight's alternate trivia was everyone loves a good Hallmark Christmas movie. What was the name of the first Hallmark Christmas movie? Was it A, A Christmas Carol, B, The Christmas Promise, C, The Secret, or D, Where's the Cornwall Being Christmas, a play on Where's Waldo Hi Hi? The actual answer is C, The Christmas Secret, also known as The Flight of the Reindeers. It starred Richard Thomas from the Waltons. He was John Boy Walton. Beau Bridges, who's Jeff Bridges' brother. Jeff is my favorite actor. It also starred a few other actors like Maria Patillo, Jan Rubis, John Franklin, and Debbie Lee Carrington. Let me let this drop. That showed in the year 2000. So there you go. There's just some alternate trivia question for the night, and for myself, on behalf of Larry, the Rubber Chicken. Good night. KI5DAY. Back to next.
All right, well, that's good. That's a good question there, Alan. I got that wrong. I thought The Christmas Promise was a straight-up Hallmark title, but The Christmas Secret is a close second there. I got to put that on my list when I get tired of watching my other two favorite Christmas movies, which is Christmas Vacation and Die Hard. Anyway, those are my two favorite Christmas movies. And the new one with Santa Claus. What's it called? I forget the name of it now, where Santa has to rescue the family held hostage in their house. That was a good one, too. Anyway, thank you, Alan, for another fine alternate trivia question. And I assume we'll be hearing more Christmas-themed questions popping up over the next month and a half or so as we get closer to Christmas. And, yeah, I appreciate it. Anyway, this is KEQQ on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to do one more round, and one more round only, of check-ins or rechecks for the BeaconNet. So if you'd like to check in or recheck, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, I guess that's going to close this thing down. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8VZA, K8SLG, K8EPC, KF5DAY, W8HRF, and K8YUK. I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWQR repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWQR repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
W8WKY. W8W.